Hello, good day. This Sunday, the 12th Sunday in Ordinary Time, June the 21st, Father's Day. Starts off with the reading from Job, chapter 38, verse 1, then over to verses 8 to 11. And it talks really about the power of God, who shut within the doors the sea. And a little bit further on, and said, "Thus far shall you come," talking to the sea, "but no farther. And here shall your proud waves be stilled." Look at the power, the might of God. And going on to the gospel reading with that same theme, Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. Jesus there sleeping in the boat, despite the storm that has really threatened the apostles in the boat. He was awakened, then he rebuked the wind and said to the sea, "Quiet, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you terrified? Do you not yet have faith?" And they were filled with great awe, and said to one another, "Who then is this, whom even wind and sea obey?" The great power of God, the might of God, coming through Jesus. What's being set up here is the contrast between the power of God and people who say they do not need God but they have enough power within themselves to be able to do without God. In the second reading, the reading from the second letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians, one died for all, therefore all have died. He indeed died for all, so that those who live might no longer live for themselves, but for him for whose sake died and was raised. Consequently, from now on, we regard no one according to the flesh. Down a little further, so whoever is in Christ is a new creation. The old things, the old order, in other words, have passed away. Behold, new things have come. New things. What is the new things? The new things are the new order. The new order is that we live in Christ. That phrase that was just a little bit above there. So whoever is in Christ is in a new creation. We live our lives out of Christ, not out of ourselves. Nature, the order of nature is self-preservation. It's the first instinct that we use our strength to preserve ourselves. Basically, whatever it is, it could be a plant or any other living thing, is really going to say to itself, it's all about me. I have to work to preserve my own life, to live for my own benefit, to preserve myself. But in the other order, the supernatural order, we are God-centered living beings. It's all about the God who is all about us. We live out of his power, his strength. I am in Christ, not in myself. I live my life in him, not in me. Back again to comparing the two orders. Nature doing whatever I need to keep me going. It's life lived in the short term, just doing whatever I need right now to keep me going at this moment. Whereas in the supernatural living order, I'm depending on God. I have faith in God for the life that is forever. I look in terms of the long term, the eternal term. I live forever and in a God who lives, who gives life to me and to all who live likewise our lives for him, for the one who lives for us. He is the one who has given life for me, and I in turn gain that life by living my life in him. In other words, going back once again, not living my life out of my own strength, but living my life in his strength gives me life forever. It's a new order, a new way. God bless us all as we live our lives in a whole different way, according to him.